guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We've got news, and it's been a minute, honestly, since we did. There hasn't been a whole lot out there lately, but some pretty fun stuff, so let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I want to tell you guys about is this. It is the coloration of the upcoming Woolly Rhino in progress for the Beasts of the Mesozoic line, or I guess Beasts of the Cenozoic for this, but it looks really, really cool. Definitely excited about this one. It's one of my favorite species, and to see them actually making one, that's going to be fully articulated in this line is going to be beyond epic. So cannot wait to see this in hand at some point in the future, but it's looking incredible already. Next up, we've got a nice teaser from Dino Dream. You can see the paint apps for the upcoming Jurassic World Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex from Dino Dream, and it looks so nice, honestly. They did a phenomenal job on this one, and again, as per usual, one that I'm very much so looking forward to. In general, I'm just really excited to have like a high quality version of Ember, and this definitely looks like it's one of the best versions that I've seen. Can't wait to see more promo images of that at some point in the future. And we also have this little tease which shows off a new model that's going to be coming from Dino Dream at some point in the future, which obviously shows the Indominus Rex finally getting a release from them, but it's kind of like a diorama because we have the Indominus being attacked by the raptors. So I'd imagine, a Jurassic World later on in the film, kind of near the finish of the film kind of scene here. But it looks really cool, and definitely can't wait to see more about that at some point in the near future as well. And then we've got a brand new model coming from PNSO. We've got a Torovenator, and that looks awesome. This has got to be one of the best theropods to come from PNSO yet. I think the sculpt is really well done. Absolutely excellent species choice. Really nice paint apps. Again, I think, they've utilized the nice brownish tones that they often use quite nicely, but I love the kind of like speckled sort of patterns that they have on it. And on top of that, we've got lips yet again, so it looks as though PNSO is definitely going to be sticking with that moving into the future. Definitely another incredible model from them, and one that you can purchase, I believe, right now from PNSO on their Amazon and AliExpress shops. And then we have something that's actually really cool because Iron Studios has just put up a brand new model for pre-order. It is the Raptors in the Kitchen scene, but what's cool is this actual model was sculpted by Christian Lopez, who I have reviewed here on the channel quite a few times, and actually quite recently I had reviewed a model from him when it came to his juvenile Tyrannosaurus. But one thing that is weird about this, I think it looks really nice as a whole, but they actually changed the head sculpt of one of the raptors. On the original model, it had the mouth closed on the raptor on the left, and they changed it to have the mouth of the raptor opened, and I think it honestly looked better closed. And what's even weirder is they actually didn't even contact Christian to let him know that they were going to do that. They just kind of did it on their own, which I feel like is kind of disrespectful. But it is what it is. It still looks like a pretty cool model. I just think it looked much better in the original version from Christian. This is something that you can pre-order right now on Big Bad Toy Store or wherever you pre-order your Iron Studios releases. And then when it comes to Jurassic World, we actually have some brand new figures that have just been revealed from Blokees, and we now have a look at Wave 2 of their line, which actually features quite a bit of really interesting stuff. We've got new green raptors and stuff. We've got some new vehicles. We actually also have an Indominus Rex, which I think looks kind of weird, honestly. I don't think it actually looks very good, which is kind of surprising coming from the Blokees line, but maybe it's one I'll have to see in hand. But we have all sorts of other species, which you can see as we kind of run through them here, and I think most of them look absolutely fantastic when it comes to the sculpts. Of course, they're a little lacking in paint application because there's just usually not much on these, but overall, again, it looks like it's going to be a really fun wave of figures coming from Blokees for Wave 2, and even including a Mosasaurus. This is definitely going to be a really fun one. And then when it comes to Mattel, the final thing, and it's not anything all that amazing, it's just a figure that we have seen before, but we have a few new images that I actually hadn't shared before. It's the Ferrodraco, and it looks really cool. Again, it's a very interesting species of pterosaur, and I think Mattel did a fairly decent job, creating this one. I think it's going to probably be one of those figures that looks a little bit better in hand than it does in the promo images, but even in the promo images, I still think it looks pretty fun overall. So hopefully Mattel will reveal some more stuff at some point in the near future. It's been a little bit since we actually had something new come from them, so definitely excited about whatever else they are going to create, but this pterosaur does still look pretty cool. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way. But until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.